Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Moonroot Mystics. Here we explore the cycles of the moon, the wisdom of the cards, and the mysteries of spirit. This will be your general weekly reading for October 27th through the 31st. Alright, let's see what's coming in for you guys. What is coming in for Scorpio this week, guardian angels? What is coming in for Scorpio this week? Guardian angels, spirit guides, and divine beings of light. What is coming in for Scorpio this week? Scorpio. What is coming in for Scorpio? What is coming in for Scorpio? What is coming in for Scorpio? Thank you. The Oracle of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. And the Death card underneath for that. So maybe a closing out or an ending of some kind of chapter in your life. Possibly financially. Let's see. I'm going to keep building on this and then we'll review all the cards. What is coming in for Scorpio this week, guardian angels? What is coming in for Scorpio this week? Scorpio this week. What is coming in? Ooh. Okay. You have the Three of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Nine of Wands crossing this energy. Let's pause there. Because the overall for that was the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, which is an energy of sneakiness, sometimes betrayal, but it's also a card of escapism. So I'll have to read on what the Oracle of Pentacles mean in this deck, but I know the Two of Pentacles is about like balance, finding balance in your financial endeavors and between like life and work, right? There seems to have been a moment of celebration and coming together with others, but then also indecision and worry. So, interesting start to your reading. Let's see what the Oracle of Pentacles means. Fertility abounds and abundance meets you with ease. This down-to-earth, grounded oracle is a magnet for a bountiful harvest. You may be experiencing a flux of material wealth, success, or love, but that doesn't give you permission to overindulge. Discern when to harvest, when to spend, and when to be more conservative with your resources. This is also a card of striking a work-life balance. Okay, so that makes sense as why it came out with the Two of Pentacles, because again, that's like a card of balancing things out, right? Trying to find balance between your work life and your home life, right? Like making sure that you're not putting too much into one basket, not enough into the other. But it is interesting here that you have some kind of celebration, right? Victory, coming together with others, but then you have this indecision and worry, as well as a card of deceit as the overall energy. So let's see what else comes out for you, Scorpio. What you got going on? What is coming in for Scorpio this week, guardian angels? What is coming in for Scorpio this week? What is coming in for Scorpio this week, guardian angels? What is coming in for Scorpio this week? Scorpio. Okay, that's a little off to the side. Spirit knows my rules when I'm reading. If it wants it read, put it on the deck. Or put it on the mat, on the table. What is coming in for Scorpio this week, Guardian Angels? What is coming in for Scorpio this week? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. All of these fell over your Nine of Wands. Sorry, I've got like something in my eye. All of these fell in this area. So I'm going to take it as Spirit trying to explain to me what you are worried about or why you are worried, why you are looking over your shoulder and hesitant, right? And your overall energy for these cards is a Six of Swords, which is moving on to calmer waters. So maybe somebody was lying and deceiving you, and you found out, and that's why you're hesitant and at a crossroad right now, and why you're worried. And maybe it has to do with something with work, because your original cards were Pentacles and about you having this work-life balance, right? Trying to find a balance between where you're putting your energy. I see with the Ten of Cups, complete emotional happiness and fulfillment, right? And I see you missing something here with the Five of Cups. That's the card of missing, feeling regret, you know, looking at these spilled cups when you have people in your life or opportunities around you. You're just focusing on the past. And I see this slow-moving energy coming in with the Knight of Pentacles. And then you have the Ace of Swords, just about clarity, speaking one's truth, or finding out the truth. Which I feel like it's finding out the truth. Like, I feel like you found out the truth about something that was deceiving you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person, right? It could be the job. Like, oh, I thought this job was gonna be it, right? It was gonna help me build this Ten of Pentacles, and like it's, you know, it's taking a long time for that to happen, and maybe that's causing this emotional shift where you're feeling like regret, right? Feeling like this, looking back at the past, looking back at what was complete emotional happiness and being like missing that. But with the Six of Swords coming out, you are moving on to calmer waters. You are going to move through this energy that you have here that's causing you worry, that's causing this indecision. Because it's interesting that it's like Three of Cups, which is about celebration, happiness, coming together with friends and family, right? Cheersing the wine, having a good meal, and then you have worry. So it's like happiness, worry, causing this indecision. You know, causing this mental roadblock. And I do think it is centered around your money. Like, maybe this mental state you're in is blocking you from having this balance, blocking you from being able to balance out, you know, your work life and your home life. And maybe you're missing that. Maybe you're missing like a previous freedom that you have, and you're longing for that because what you're working on now is just taking forever to come in, right? And maybe you thought it was going to be more, or you were told it was going to be more, so that's why there's that deceit energy there. But I do see clarity coming in with the Ace of Swords. So let's see what else Spirit has coming in for you this week, Scorpio. Anything else you want to add to this message for Scorpio, guardian angels? Anything else you want to add to this message for Scorpio? Oh my goodness. Too much at once. Please, a little bit at a time. Anything else you want to add for Scorpio? Anything else you would like to add for Scorpio this week? Anything else for Scorpio this week? Oof, mercy. Okay. I will take this one because this one landed where I have asked her to put the cards, or Spirit to put the cards. I mean, honestly though, it is beautiful energy. So your overall is a Wheel of Fortune. When I see this card, I think of like the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, right? It's a semblance of like, it's the old saying, right? Of what comes up must go down. What goes down must go up, right? When one door closes, the other one opens. So I feel like, you know, whatever you're going through here, you're trying to be very logical about it. You're trying to think this through, even though you do have some card of emotion, right? But most of it, you are being very logical about. You are in your head about. Even though there is some passion and emotion there, you're trying to think this through, right? And I think that's what brings in the clarity that you have. I think that's what brings in this healing energy of, you know, the Star card, which is about new beginnings and healing, right? It's about those new starts. And you have another card. These are the two cards that came out to the side. Another card of the Oracle of Swords, right? Another card of clarity, of you know, speaking one's truth and having those like epiphany moments, right? In our mental space, like, you know, damn, I'm over here like trying to balance things and I'm blocking myself because I'm too up in my head about this, right? And I need to think this through and understand that like some things are going to take time. They're going to take longer than we want, right? And like thinking about the past and being sad about what was is not going to help you move on to the future, right? You have to move through that energy. And, you know, you did get the Six of Swords as the overall for this. So I think you are headed in that direction. I think just right now, you know, you're having those moments in your headspace of like trying to find that clarity, right? But I do see it coming in for you, Scorpio. I think you just need to find that balance and like stop blocking yourself, right? Because this is what was meant to happen. You got the Death card in the very beginning too as your overall, and I think it's interesting that it's ending on the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's Spirit trying to tell you like whatever closed for you in the past that you are missing and you are thinking about was supposed to close. What goes up must come down, right? What goes down must come up. And so it is so, right? There's so many sayings in like philosophy and all this stuff, right, of these great manifestors that understood the balance of life, right? And the sooner we accept that, like, oh, that just wasn't meant for me, and I know that's easier said than done, right? But the sooner we accept that, the sooner our energy changes around that situation, and the sooner we stop blocking ourselves. So allow what was be what was, and allow that mental clarity to come in. So, yeah, I hope this resonates with you guys. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate the support. And please comment down below. I'd love to know, you know, who this message was for, what part of this message resonated with you, and I wish you the best of luck, guys. Bye, my little mystics.